Hey guys, it's Catfish here again and welcome back to my channel. I haven't played PUBG Mobile in almost a year and lots of changes have happened. Naturally, one of the biggest questions on my mind when I returned was, what's the fastest killing guns today? So here is how we test that. Step number 1. Have an OS clan member tediously measure the headshot and chest shot damage against a wooden target in the training grounds at exactly 10 meters. Record this in a spreadsheet. Step number 2. Record yourself performing a mag dump with every single weapon in the game. Slow down the footage to 0.125x speed, then measure the time it takes to mag dump, and then multiply that time by 0.125, then divide it by the number of bullets in your magazine to find out how many seconds it takes to fire one bullet. Step number 3, you take the inverse of that, and now you can find out how many bullets you can fire in 1 second for that gun. Step number 4, multiply that number by the chest damage to get chest DPS. And also multiply that same number by the headshot damage to get headshot DPS. Step number 5, look through 100 random players and take an average of headshot percentage. You find out that the average player gets about 20% headshots. So therefore, the practical DPS is actually around 20% headshot DPS plus 80% chest shot DPS. So therefore, take a weighted average of 20% headshot DPS plus 80% chest shot DPS to get your practical DPS. And now all we do is just rank every gun by their practical DPS. Alright, so what have we got here? Unsurprisingly, shotguns are still the kings of DPS, but this is only at point blank range and assuming perfect conditions that you hit every single pellet. Ignoring shotguns, MK14 is still the fastest killing ranged weapon in the game, with MG3 at a very close second place. These two weapons are in a completely different league compared to every other PUBG weapon in terms of raw DPS power. I mean, just look at the difference in DPS between MG3 at second place compared to Groza at third place. It's almost a 60-point drop. What this means is both MK14 and MG3 are lethal weapons. Which weapon you choose between the two is completely up to your preference at this point. Do you prefer to have the ability to attach an 8x scope and single tap at long range, or would you rather have a 75 round capacity of tactics defeating hipfire? At third place, you have the Groza, with the newly buffed FAMAS sitting extremely close right behind Groza at a very close fourth place. FAMAS is interesting because it's got a slow reload of a fixed 30 round magazine, which means, in a way, it's like the Uzi of ARs. You can kill one person very quickly, maybe two, but if you're caught on your reload while fighting a squad, you better find cover to reload or instant GG. Simply speaking, Groza is still more practical, but if you don't have a Groza, you can pick up the discount Groza. Finally, the first non-airdrop weapon on the list, the SLR. Recently, the SLR has had its speed tap limit removed. Even back then with the speed tap limit, it was more accurate, had less horizontal recoil, had a faster tactical reload, a faster muzzle velocity, and required less attachment than the SKS. Which means now there is no reason to ever use SKS in Classics ever again over the superior SLR. In TDM, however, for those of you who still like the laser sight attachments, there is still some room for SKS in the current meta, but let's be real, just try the SLR, it's utter cancer now. Next up, we got the Vector, the fastest killing, fully automatic ground drop weapon. For those of you who can't tap fast with the SLR and wish to have a weapon that you can find readily on the ground that has high DPS and great hipfire, look no further than the Vector. Okay, here we go. This one is interesting. AUG is no longer an airdrop weapon. However, it kills really fast. I'm talking faster than Uzi and AKM level fast. I'm talking nearly the same DPS as Vector fast. I'm talking this could be the next OS clan weapon material fast. It's got better accuracy than AKM, better spray precision, better muzzle velocity, better hipfire. We might actually have to look into replacing AKM with AUG as a clan weapon now. Alright, I mean, we can spend hours going through the whole list, but let's just keep it short. As of November 21st, 2023, update 2.9, these were the fastest killing weapons. As usual, the spreadsheet is linked in the description if you want to take a closer look. If you're interested in doing video game research with me over the next few months, feel free to join my Discord, also in the description below. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.